So interesting. So Dre, while you were talking, I took a look at because we were talking about the Cade peak. Has he peaked? So in 2021, he had 327 total pass attempts, and I took a look, and this may be a bad comparison, but for comparison, Bryce Young had 547 pass attempts. So when we talk about has he peaked, he really hasn't had a chance to me to really show what he can do. Now, I part of me defers to the coaching staff of, well, he's not throwing the ball 30 times a game because we've seen him in practice throw it that much, and he tends to make mistakes. But I mean, in games, Cade does not make a lot of mistakes. He threw 6 interceptions last year. Now, on 350 attempts, that's not ideal, but 6 interceptions in what Michigan played 14 games last year. I mean, that's I can live with that. So I don't think Cade has peaked, but it doesn't get me as fired up as Dre was with the moral high ground. So
I just, I
you're
just,
passionate, man. I appreciate it. I'm here for it.
it's just because when I tune in, like a lot of people on Saturdays, like, and I saw Dave, and Dave's probably a good guy. I don't know you personally, Dave, but we do appreciate you being here. I'm sorry, but with your comment just set me off. No, he brought up how like it doesn't matter. It's entertainment. Of course, well, yeah, sports is entertainment, but it's also emotional, and we all get emotionally tied to it. And also, look, what I think makes sports great is also just that it's more than not. It's matter of fact. After the final whistle blows and that result shows on the scoreboard, that's it. That's a story written in that moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the things going into that game, and more or less, the things coming out of that game, it's just you know fodder around it. You know, and I don't know. I just think that, yeah, when you're watching the game, you're entertained, but you want to be on the right side of that history, and you just need to do everything you can to do that. When these kids suit up to play the game, it's not for their own entertainment. It's for their own drives, whether it's to win, whether it's to be successful. And as a fan, it, I want that from that. I want that for them. I want it for myself. I want it for my fellow fan bases, because Michigan is a very passionate fan base. You know, and we deserve to have success. You have all this national attention, right? And guys like Colin Coherd and both Klatt, Joel Klatt, they're more than willing to carry Michigan's bath, drink Michigan's bathwater and make and to puff up their name on their networks, and not fully tell things by how they are. They kind of skate around things when things are going bad, and they're more than willing to talk about how good things are going when they are going well. But I live in reality, and I just want that reality to be as successful as possible. And I just won't accept anything less, because you don't have to as a Michigan fan. You don't have to accept just, well, I just hope we have a good fun Saturday. No, Michigan should be a big dog. They should, and you should not accept anything like that. We're not fans of Purdue. No offense to my Purdue fans out there. We're not fans of Northwestern. We're not fans of you know I don't
Oregon
know,
State.
or Oregon State. Like, and shout out to the Beavers. We're not we're not fans of UNLV. I know that's just random. I'm just saying, like, you're fans of the University of Michigan. You have one of the biggest brands in college football. Act like it. And with that comes high expectations, a higher standard, and there should be outrage and hell to pay and questions answered when those standards are not being met. That's just how it is. And someone said my horse is pretty high. Thank you for that, Billy Tuesday. I'm not saying just because you expect it doesn't mean I'm saying that it's a given. So that's the difference. It's not being pompous and cocky. I don't believe it's a given. I want them to earn it. That's why I'm on them about what they do in recruiting, what they're doing Monday through Friday. Make sure you're earning it. You do whatever you can to get there because it's not a given. So no, I expect to have a high standard, but I'm pushing and making sure they do what it takes to get that standard.